Hey, what's up, guys? How was your weekend? Sunday video rant. And we're going to talk about the Nexus 6P and its bending. But not the fact that it bends, because it's not a surprise to me that the Nexus 6P bends. Quite frankly, anything that is made out of metal is, bendable. Metal is just one of those elements that can be manipulated. Its shape can be manipulated. And one person who feels that a metal phone would never ever bend is a fool, if you believe that. Sure, they could have done something. Like Huawei could have done a lot of things to reinforce the body of the Nexus 6P so it wouldn't bend so easily. However, that's not what this rant is about. So let's all just stay very calm and say the most obvious statement. The Nexus 6P bends. Get over it. It bends. I know that Android fangirls didn't want the Nexus 6P to bend because they don't want the retaliation from iOS fanboys and fangirls to retaliate back to them for what they did to them when the iPhone 6 Plus had a bend issue. Of course, you don't see iOS fanboys hashtagging Bengate on the Nexus 6P. But that's the thing. Like, first off, let's just stop making excuses for it. There's... It's just weird. It's totally weird. All the excuses. Before I go on, I do want to give recognition to Ashley, Joe, and Chris at Fandroid for this topic. They really piqued my interest in it to actually check it out. So I watched the video they were talking about where this guy bends the Nexus 6P, okay? Literally puts a lot of force into getting it to bend. But a lot of people were commenting and being really just unrealistic with their thoughts and wanted to say that he compromised the integrity of the device and all this stuff, accusing him of just making the phone weak so it would bend on video. So he goes and gets another Nexus 6P, unboxes it in the video, takes it out of the box, and bends it. Okay, now, and people still wanted to say that he compromised the integrity of the device. Like, so what does that mean? Is this guy like Stretch Armstrong and he knew the FedEx truck was like 600 miles away and reached out there and did some kind of stuff while it was in transit? Like, come on now, people. Let's get real. No way did he pay off the FedEx guy to freaking pull over somewhere in the remote area so he can go and get to his box and open it. It's weird, all the stuff that people come up with. And what scares me the most is, like, I'm an Android fanboy, okay? I ain't ashamed to admit that. I support Android. That is my go-to mobile operating system. Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been tempted to, take a look at iOS. But it's just iOS just hasn't given me that wow factor to make me actually jump. And it probably never will. Hey, I've had people tell me try an iPhone. Tony has suggested to me to, get an iPhone. Ron has suggested at one point to get an iPhone. I mean, I have friends that have suggested it. I just won't make the jump. And I'm glad they respect that. But, the one thing is that I have this fear that Android fanboys and fangirls are turning into what they hate the most. Example. Back in the day of gingerbread and Froyo, Eclair, we used to post about certain things that Android can do, and there would always be about 3 or 4, maybe 5 iOS fanboys who would go in there and say all this stuff about Android and yada yada yada, and then we would have to reply back, get out of here, you troll, yada yada yada. Apple sucks. Go eat your apple somewhere else. Blah 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 blah. And when that person was gone, like, everyone would just weigh on it. Like, I hate Apple fanboys. I hate Apple fangirls. All they do is yap 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 yap. Now look at us with the Nexus 6P bent. The Android fanboy fangirls are just weighing in on unrealistic stuff, the same as Apple fanboys did back in the day. It's just starting to turn into that, and it's really sad. It really is. People got to be accepting of the fact that the Nexus 6P bends. Anything made of metal is going to bend with enough pressure. Max Lee put 90 pounds of pressure on his Nexus 6P and bent it. Okay, so this is not something new. It's been done, and people went off on Max's video about he should have did the test this way to prove its durability and blah 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 blah. And it's like, get over it. It bends. The issue is it bends. Whether you have it set this way, you have it set that way, you put the plates here, you put it in the center. It doesn't freaking matter. It bends. Just like the iPhone 6 Plus did, and everyone went Bendgate on that and hashtagged it and made the whole world know. Well, the Nexus 6P bends. Does it mean it's a bad phone? No. Personally, I think these bend tests are stupid. Why do a bend test on a smartphone? It's going to bend. With enough pressure, it's going to bend. If it's made of plastic, it's going to snap and break. It's possible. These things aren't made out of adamantium like Wolverine's claws. That stuff doesn't even exist. And if it did, I would definitely get one. But it's not indestructible. And technically, no one buys a smartphone to take it out of a box to be like, okay, I got my brand new phone. Smush. That's not what we use it for. And technically, manufacturers don't expect us to do things like that. They know we spend $600-$700 on a smartphone that they clearly believe in their hearts of hearts that we're going to wrap this sucker up in a case. We're going to take very good care of it. So the bending thing is not a real big issue, guys. Okay? For the iPhone 6 Plus, I never considered it as a big issue for them. Other than the fact that I know that everywhere I go and I see a person with the iPhone 6 Plus, they have a case on it, which would help keep it from bending. So that's just my thoughts in this rant video. Thank you guys for checking it out. And if you guys enjoyed it, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know. And if you have not subscribed, welcome to this video and to my channel. You guys can check out my other awesome videos. And click that subscribe button for more future videos like this. And unboxings and other stuff that I do. That's it for Sunday's video, guys. I got a jet. Love you guys. Appreciate the views. Appreciate you guys following me all this time. And you'll see me in the next one. Bye.